Hey, this is Nick from fitstep.com, powerfultrainingsecrets.com. I've got a combination kind of a training workout for you here today. This is combining my time volume training, which is a density training kind of variation, with hybrid training, which is basically two forms of resistance mashed together in order to make a better strength curve for the exercise. So what I'm going to do, and for time volume training, if you're not familiar with it, you're basically doing a certain amount of weight for, keeping the same weight for a 15-minute time block. And you do 3 reps, you rest 10 seconds, do 3 reps, rest 10 seconds. Then you keep going until you can no longer do 3 reps. Then you do 20 seconds rest. And then you keep doing that, and then you do 30 seconds rest. So basically you're front loading, you're doing more work up front. And as you fatigue, you're increasing the rest, so you keep on increasing the volume that way. And it's a really good way to train, very easy to do. And you can do it with just about any exercise. So I'm doing it with a hybrid exercise, which is basically a dumbbell press combined with a cable fly. So what I'm going to do is I've got the cable machine set up, I've got a couple of ankle straps set up that I'm going to slide my hands through. So as I'm pressing, I'm getting the dumbbell resistance directly up and down, which puts more stress on the pecs at the bottom of the movement. What happens when you do a dumbbell bench press is as you come up, you lose that tension because it's straight up and down and you're bringing your dumbbells in. What the cable version does is gives you some of that horizontal resistance. So as you're pushing up the dumbbells, you're also pulling in the cables at the same time. So it's basically keeping tension on the pecs the entire time, making this actually a lot harder than any regular, one kind of resistance-free weight exercise. And I found this to be valuable in that one of these sets is worth at least 2 to 3 regular sets for the muscle stimulation you get from it. So here's what's going to be happening with the time volume training. I'm going to give it a try with the hybrid training. I've not actually done it before, so it should be interesting to see. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do, slide in your wrists. You can also hold the cable in your hands and also the dumbbell in your hands. I find it easier to just attach yourself with the wrist to ankle weight. So, I don't have a whole lot of weight on the fly here, so I don't have a whole lot of weight here. When you combine the two, it really makes for a great training. And let's get cracking. Now with this one, because I'm strapped in, I'm not going to set the weights down. I'm not going to set the things down, the cables down. I'm just going to hold the weight on my lap here, rest 10 seconds, and then go again. It's going to make it a lot harder, as you can imagine. Basically, I'm just doing my best to kind of let the pecs relax a little bit, holding the cables in place here. But this is probably going to cause a little bit more fatigue than in the normal kind of time volume training. I'll just keep it up for as long as I can. And you can do these on a bench too. I just like using the ball better. As you can see, even though there's not a whole lot of weight, I'm I'm already starting to slow down quite a lot. Probably won't last too much more on this rest interval. In fact, that's it. So that's time volume training with hybrid training. Very challenging. I can already feel my chest pump right up, and that's just within 2-3 minutes of doing this. So I'm going to keep on cracking, and definitely worth giving a try if you've got a cable stack, or you've got a couple of bands that you can hold in your hands and squeeze while you're doing the bench press.